Good morning. Good morning. It's Friday. Happy Friday. Everyone's. How are we today? What plans we got for this weekend? Good morning, KK. I'm trying to get my life back right with Jesus. Hello, baby. Y'all, I am so hungry. Okay, ooh, come on, beach. Ain't no beach for me. Let me tell y'all how trifling I am. So, I am legit starving. Oh, peanut butter. I'm hungry. I haven't eaten anything today yet. And not because I don't have any food in my house to eat, not because I'm incapable of fixing anything. I just been sitting here playing a game on my iPad, working, listening to Joe Budden. I was supposed to have been 8. Y'all, okay, come on, let's get a face on. My face gonna be a little basic today because choir rehearsal, and so we are just trying to just do a little something. Let's not go too crazy, shall we? Watch, because I said that it's gonna end up being something super crazy, because that's how it be. I think the plug for this is somewhere underneath this desk. And I have to find it and plug it up. You working? Oh, you got your micro needle in today? Oh, Jesus. Y'all, let me tell you how trifling I am. I am looking around for my mirror, and it was sitting in front of my face this whole long periodically time. Okay. We're working with Elf today. I can't already. I really need a vacation to reset myself, get my life back together. I can't work any overtime today, but I am going to come in and work tomorrow. My vaccination is scheduled for tomorrow at 11 o'clock, 11:05. They want me to come like 15 minutes early. So we're doing that tomorrow. I've already scheduled my first and second appointment. So my first appointment is tomorrow, and June 9th is my second appointment, which is another Saturday, to go and get my vaccinations done and out the way so that you can travel And then I need to schedule my, hey, so Jeff. And then, schedule my, COVID test. Um, I don't even know why I did that. We're gonna schedule my COVID test for, right before I go out of town, so that I can have the results to upload. Because where we're going, it's a whole thing. It's a whole cavalcade of stuff that needs to be done to make sure everybody's safe. Excuse me. All right, so what do y'all want to talk about first? Do y'all want to talk about Chasing LA, or do y'all want to talk Legendary? What we want to discuss first? Hey, Amber. Hey, loving my peace. I'm a little tired because I didn't get enough rest last night. I think I was up to like 3 in the morning. I just couldn't sleep. That's okay, because when I get back from choir rehearsal, I am going to sleep good. I need to be listening to the music. I haven't listened to the music yet, so let's listen to the music. Well, we'll do that in a minute. Let's get our Chasing LA Legendary talk out the way, and then we'll music it down. Y'all, that episode last night was a doozy. A bona fide doozy. You can talk about both because I haven't seen Lord, no baby. So we came back to the Love and Hate party. As calamity ensued. Okay, baby, have a good day at work. Y'all. Am I the only one that's seen the damn episodes? The hell? Y'all slipping on your finger. All right. Well, if ain't nobody watched it, I ain't got nobody to talk about it with. Okay, I'm gonna make do with what I get, because clearly I started cleaning up and I don't know some stuff and I don't know where anything is now. Okay, well, let's talk about Legendary then. Because, yeah, chasing. They took a week off because they had dramatization ensue. Now, why was it trash, So Jeff? What? Jesus Christ. It wasn't that bad. Like all of the stuff in the beginning. First of all, I want to know who did Friend think he was going to hit with that chair? Who did they think they was going to hit with that chair? That's my question. Good morning, Mr. Pisces. What's not to understand? I think the rules are very clear. I think the judges be all over the place sometimes. One week they super critical. One week everybody getting participation points. Like I feel like I don't like. I don't know where my other brown stuff is, so we're gonna have to make do with what we got. Child. So what did Jeremy do that you didn't like? They're human. They be arbitrary and what hit them differently. So yes, I love Hershey. I was so happy for him to get that connection, and for somebody to think that highly of him. You know what I'm saying? Because people, they know people are in Hollywood, in the Hollywood scene, people are super judgy and stuff like that. And for him to think highly enough of Hershey to be like, he's willing to risk his reputation by introducing him into this, I guess, upper echelon tier of networking, spoke volumes about who Hershey is as a person, and everybody can see that. And I just thought it was very, very nice. I thought it was very nice of Jeremy to do that, because he absolutely did not have to. Most of us, we ain't got to do nothing to stay black and down. And that's exactly what the fuck we gonna do. Give me a second. Because, of course, the brush that I'm looking for, I could have sworn I just saw it, but no, I wasn't tripping. But that was the whole point. So Jeff, D. Hawkins was going to bring it up. That was the whole point. The whole point of it, the whole reason why Jeremy said anything about any of that is because D. Hawkins had a plan, and he was trying to use Quan to execute that plan so he could cuss that boy out about having done porn. When they had gotten into an argument and they fell out about his OnlyFans. Why is my sister live? Hold on, y'all. What's going on? Why? We had the baby's graduation at my mama's daycare. Here's microphones. There goes Sister Thompson. Hey, Sister Thompson. There go my Aunt Sadie. It's outside. The parents is looking. Look, Darren, look, Kevin Jones. Okay, all right, hold on. Okay, I'll watch the playback later. Okay, so were you not paying attention to later on when um okay, you just finished? Okay. If you want, you can get the link, El Teddy, if you hold on, let me send you the link, Pooh. Hold on. Hold on. I'm trying to work. Look at my eyebrows. They're two different sides. Jesus Christ. Merciful Jesus. Merciful. My eyebrows are two different sizes. They're not even sisters, they're cousins. Distant cousins. One from the mama side, one from the daddy side of the family at this juncture. I gotta fix this. Hold on. I have to fix this. You don't. Why would? But okay. So here's my thing. Why would Quan lie? Hmm? Making magic happen. Hold on. Hold on. It was long and boring. Well, if you had paid attention, then you would have heard the man say. That's where we got the whole story about what happened and why Jeremy was so upset. So Jeremy and D Hawkins in a relationship, situationship, fucking whatever they doing. Who can't get incoming calls? Wait, what? What are y'all saying? Like a one day and 22 unread emails. Okay, they're having some issues. Like if you get an incoming call, then you can't get. Okay, got you. That's got nothing to do with me. So this one, this one. Okay. So what's the baby's name? I can't think of the baby's name right now. Jeremy and D Hawkins are in a situation. Apparently, they were in the talking stages. They were having sex, whatever. And was on their way to being a thing, I think. And so there was something about a post that D Hawkins has an OnlyFans, and he posted something, I guess, for his OnlyFans content on his Instagram. But apparently it wasn't branded. D Hawkins said it was supposed to be it was for his OnlyFans content, but apparently the OnlyFans wasn't mentioned in the post, and it seemed like it was just him showing his ass on Beyonce's internet. And so apparently Jeremy is one of those guys, like, if we is a thing and we doing what we doing, then please don't be putting your ass out on the on say some of that for me. Shoot, didn't mean to touch my eyelid, but I did. There he is. Hey, sugar.
Hey, I'm not on screen because I was literally on my way to this. I'm on my way to the store. So,
Uh-oh. What you getting from
but I
Publix?
could talk, huh?
What you getting from Publix?
I'm not going to Publix, okay? I decided because I mean, there's a dollar store right by my house, and I wanted to get some. I wanted some soup. Because I had a taste for some soup. But even though Publix is a little further than the dollar store is closer. The dollar store is gonna be cheaper, and they're gonna sell the same thing. So,
Well,
Publix, you got to have money for Publix.
you
Not
sure
that I
do.
don't have none. Shut up, stupid dogs. Yeah, Publix. You can't go to Publix talk about I'm balling on a budget. Not at Publix, honey.
Not at Publix, you gonna buy one thing and get out their stuff. That's what you gonna do.
Um, I'm just chasing LA at this point is exhausting.
Why?
It's just exhausting. This shit is fucking exhausting.
Oh God.
Like every time, I mean, oh my God. It's just, I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired watching it. I'm tired. I am fatigued.
I'm only there for Hershey. That's the only
I'm
reason.
spent. The fighting, it's just too much. It's too much. It's too much. Now, I said in my review, people gonna be mad. I don't give a shit.
Oh Lord.
Um, Jayla was wrong as rain. And if Andre wanted to go over there and give her two to the head, three to the body, she would have got that two to the head, three to the body. So
Right.
the first,
I don't have an issue with with Andre's response to her throwing
my
shit in
issue
his
is with
face.
Fran.
My issue was
Fran is so out of order. Fran is so out of order because this doesn't even involve you. None of it. None of it. You're just some opportunistic punk who wants to have a moment, and I introduced this in my this part of it in my review, and I'm sure people gonna be mad with it. We're not just gonna ignore the fact that he's the only person not black on this cast, but you over here trying to do the most. Some about that touches my. I told you from the very first meeting of that whore, I ain't like that whore from the very first. My very first review, when I saw him, I said I don't like that whore. I knew from the very beginning. And some about this whore does not agree with my spirit. I knew that from the very first time I saw her. I said, honey. So, hey, so Jeff, what's good? I'm just like, it's it's exhausting, but Fran, there, and maybe I'm just overly sensitive. They say I'm Hotep and all of that shit, but some about it just doesn't pass the sniff test for me.
Listen, I'll it's something off with that.
I haven't edited my review yet. I still got to go and edit it, but I filmed it. I don't even know if I'm gonna have a whole D Hawkins thumbnail moment because I couldn't find anything because he have on nothing new.
Chill.
So I might have to put up my same thumbnail from last week.
Oh, when he was in drag. Oh,
No, not the drag one. The one last week was the one with the rainbow. Where
You making me so sick.
I had the different colors. It took me some time to work on that thumbnail. I
Oh,
worked on that
Jesus. That's funny to me. Chill.
It took me some time. I said, "Well, I'm gonna work on this thumbnail this week," and it took me some time to work on that thumbnail because I had to take his I had to crop out just his body and then go and change the color. It was just a whole ordeal. And then fit them in behind. It was a whole moment. It was a whole ordeal.
Mm-hmm.
But
I don't know what friend. Like he has such a big issue with people respecting their pronouns, but then the second you get upset,
right, you start yelling at her, "Bitch, you're a man. Bitch, you're a man." Wait, what?
hey Kedra, thank you, boo. Coming in hot on a Friday.
I was supposed
Um,
to What am I looking for? Oh, I'm supposed to be looking for a suit, right? That's what I said.
Yes, you said soup.
I did.
That's what
Maybe
you
it's
said.
the eye. Okay, no, here's the eye. Okay, here it is right here.
Like I don't get it.
They got some good selections.
And then Alicia had a whole PTSD freak out.
Yeah, she had a whole moment. Like she had a whole meltdown moment. And I was like, oh
At
dear God.
first, I was like, "What the hell? What kind of?" And then it dawned on me: this child is having a whole,
Yep,
PTSD flashback from being assaulted, and
yep,
rightfully so. I
yep,
mean, I was like, "Oh my god."
yep. And Jayla, who's just young and dumb at times and says stupid stuff. And I don't understand why you crying. I'm the one guy here. I said, oh Lord, help her, Lord. Help her, God.
Yeah, I get it. You didn't understand in the moment what was actually happening.
They
You
all
get it.
did wrong. But Jayla was wrong. Jayla was wrong. First of all, you don't need to be throwing none of nobody.
Right. And just because you're a trans woman doesn't give you leeway to be that rude and disrespectful, even, you know, for you to just throw a drink in somebody's face and then think that they're not gonna do nothing.
Right.
That's not how that works,
Yeah,
daughter.
not how any of that works, doll baby. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news. None of it works like that.
Not a bit of it.
None of it. Oh.
The fact that you don't know that. And you was wrong in the wrong to begin with.
From the jump, you was wrong. Why are you throwing stuff at somebody?
Why are you throwing a
Like,
drink? Why are you interrupting the conversation? Nobody's talking to you. Just sit there and eat your food, baby. Just sit there and
just
eat your
shut
food.
up. Sit down and shut up.
And then if you want to address something later once the tension calms down and the active hype parties have calmed down and gone to their other circles or agreed to disagree or whatever it is that they was going to do, if then you wanted to interject your issue, then that's fine. But you was out of order. You was tipsy, which is why I think you weren't picking up on social cues and context clues to just be quiet and mind your business.
So we had, oh yeah, also on this episode, we had Roid Rage Rhonda come back. Cause you can't tell me Jeremy wasn't having a roid rage.
He was angry.
I mean, he like it was like a switch went off. Like he immediately like flipped, like somebody flicked the light switch, and that bitch just jumped up and started yelling and shit. I said, "What the fuck is going on here?"
Listen, it came across to me like somebody is plotting against you, and they know they plotting against you, but they playing in your face like you don't know what you know. And so after a
But I
couple
said
of
in my
smart ass
review,
comments,
but I said in my review, it was stupid because Kwan had left. So clearly, the thing you was mad about was never gonna happen. Kwan was gone. So there was going to be nobody there, thank you, to bring up whatever situation. There was going to be nothing um, done of it. So why are you even bringing this up? And I'm of the belief and volition that if I'm talking to you, that's different from D. Hawkins and Jeremy's relationship is different than D. Hawkins and Hershey or D. Hawkins and anybody else on the cast
mhm,
because they were talking.
right.
You talking to somebody, That's not for public consumption. Y'all little battles and arguments and everything is not for public consumption. Now I think Jeremy should have been ready and had Quan been there and the situation happened the way he thought it was gonna happen. He should be been ready to go in and let have. But when the moment where Quan was gone, and you knew Quan was supposed to be the one that was supposed to set it up, it wasn't gonna happen. So what was
Right.
the point? Like it wasn't gonna happen. That was something at that point you could have said, I'm gonna stash this nigga to the side and we gonna have this conversation one-on-one because now we don't have to have a whole public spectacle about it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You could have let him know that, nigga, I know what you was trying to do. I know what you had planned, and I was ready for you. So be glad that shit ain't happened. Cause I was ready. See, you could have a conversation like that.
Not a silky nutmeg ganache. I was ready. And if I had to lip sync, I was ready. Listen, they wanted drama. They
I
wanted
mean,
drama.
it's hey Amber, it's just stupid. Like from the preview, I felt like I was gonna be on Jeremy's side. And I think quiet as it's kept, the only reason some people are on Jeremy's side now, this is just gonna be what it is, and I don't give a shit. Motherfuckers got hot and wet in the ass when they saw Jeremy jump up because they already kind of thought he was cute, and they like when the boys get up and get all, with
Jump
all
up
of that bravado and masculinity and
that
stuff.
mass top jump up out of his
Yeah, so
esophagus.
now the whores done got wet in the ass and shit and started self-lubricating. And so they neglected the fact that what the fuck, why are you doing this? Like, what's going on here? Like, it was really stupid. It was really stupid to me. And I just did not understand.
I didn't get it either.
And that whole title, You've Done Crossed the Line. Can we learn the language?
Child, I let them have it.
No, I'm not gonna let you have that. That's somebody came up with that in production. I would have. I was even looking to see what maybe somebody said that
In the
during
show.
in the
So
show.
it made more sense.
And I was like, okay, so maybe they trying to pick at the person who said that because a motherfucker can't speak English. So I was waiting, and it never came. And I was like, so that means some person thought that the conjugation of these verbs and the insertion of the nouns and modifiers with this was okay.
Yep.
And then we still are looking at all of these cameramen and all of these people all episode long.
I still want to know who was that man that came out of nowhere when stuff jumped off with Jalen.
Oh, the black with all black on and the black mask.
Yeah, I thought he was production. It looked.
I don't know if he's production or security or what.
But clearly, there wasn't no security because didn't King Pay say you ain't got Quan and Pay said you ain't got no security to put me up?
So it must have been production.
That's what I think. It had to be production.
But yeah, that wasn't a good look for Jeremy last night. Not the.
We lost El Teddy. Listen, I don't have a dog in the fight. I am very much with Jeremy that you're not gonna spray me with my own teeth. That I'm not gonna allow you to do. I feel like both him and D Hawkins together is toxic, and I'm glad that situation is over because it could have turned really super ugly. Uglier than how it got, but it could have got really, really ugly. I don't think that Jeremy is bipolar. I just think that some people just shouldn't be together. It's clear that even though they have chemistry and whatever, and they see it for each other in the bed, because clearly both of them was like, because it was good. Well, there, he's back. You're back.
I don't know what just happened. My phone just randomly shut
That's
off
it.
by itself.
Yeah,
I don't
daughter, we're
know.
not doing this.
I saw AT&T and my phone was restarting by itself. I don't understand.
Your phone was like, bitch, you really thought. Listen.
Bitch, you thought you was gonna have a
So
conversation?
therefore, what we're not going to do is do that, sweetheart.
My phone was like, girl, you thought you was turning it, huh? Girl, sit down.
Anybody can't be considered bipolar when you don't know what his triggers are. So what we're not gonna do is just start randomly calling people bipolar. That's not what we're gonna do. Just because you didn't like how he handled himself in a particular situation, we're not just gonna start labeling people with mental illness.
So I don't know.
Um,
I don't know. What I do know is these girls need to do better. Do better. Do Jesus and do him well.
they need to do something because. Hey, Raisin Finley. Like anybody can snap. Like,
But it looks like he's gonna have another snapping moment next week.
right.
And D Hawkins came right out. Go ahead and show them what you don't want the people to see. I was like, oh, girl, you're slipping on.
Listen, I don't know what they're doing with the editing. I don't know, what this child's triggers are. Because if you catch me at the right moment and you done said the right thing to me,
Whatever we love
I
you
will
enough if you buck coalition.
exactly. I will go from 0 to 1,000 so fast. I do listen. Y'all gonna be like, oh, I didn't even know Ebony. Sure will. Sure will.
We already
No
know how.
issues. I will go from 0 to 1,000. It's so fast. Y'all gonna be like, oh, she might need some medication. Might.
We already know how you roll, ma'am.
Right.
So
Listen,
you are
I
a
was
part of.
almost in jail. Y'all was about to have to raise some bail for me the other day. Hell, baby girl called Scooter Boop's mama called me, Scooter Boop, and her stud's been my daughter-in-law Jazz took Scooter Boop to the pool. They got him some floaties, and she's had him set on the edge of the pool. She was in the water. He was sitting on the edge. She was trying to get his floaties on. There's this little kid that is roaming the neighborhood in their building, and he is like 13 years old, and he thinks he can walk into people's houses, and his mama's crazy. We done called the cop. They done called the cops on him because he want to walk into people's houses and talk about the children are obligated to play with him and all this other stuff. And no, ma'am, they are not. So she at the pool, he's sitting on the edge, she putting the floaties on. This little boy was at the pool. He came over and pushed Scooter into the pool before she could get. She hadn't got the floaties on him yet, so she pushed the baby into the pool. This fool pushed my baby into the pool. I was finna go over there and beat up a little 13-year-old boy. I was
Like
gonna whoop his ass and his mama's ass.
no, be like that girl, like that mama and the girl on the Instagram video where the mama asked the girl, say the girl pushed me and hit me and that. How old she is? 14. The mama started putting her hand and said, I'm
I'm
14.
14 too. Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, I'm 14 today. Ooh, child. Girl,
Uh,
hold on 1 second. Let me go get my food. Hold on.
Lord, let him go get the food, Jesus. Ugh. Uh, okay, so that's understandable. That's understandable, so Jeff, because he was talking like he was triggered. Like I understand. I understand, honey. Everybody deals with their trauma in different ways. Everybody is triggered by something different. So I understand completely why you feel the way you feel about what you saw last night. How you a preteen terrorizing a whole apartment. That's what I want to know, Keidra. Child. And then the mama's just as nutty as the little boy talk about he can go anywhere he want. He can go in anybody's apartment he want to because he want to go in and he want to play with the baby. Who? Who? Somebody better get that little special needs baby before I do. I try not to. Listen, I try to mind the business that pays me. I try and let my daughter be the mama. She had to call the cops because the little boy, because her and the mama got into it, and she told that woman, "This is so my child. This is so my child." She told that woman, she's like, "If your son pushes his way into my apartment, I'm going to whoop his ass, and then
Beat
I'm
his
going to
ass.
whoop your ass." I said,
Beat his ass. I'm here
"Oh,
for
me too." I said, "Okay, well, let me know." I mean, because we jump over here. Listen, I sure will. I will knock that bitch clean the fuck out. Sure will. With no hesitation at all. Wanting him to pull. It wasn't even that he didn't want him to pull. He said, all he said to this boy was, "Can you see how what you posted would make me feel a kind of way?" And the argument spiked from there. Because if they're in a beginning of a situation type of thing, hey, Mug Chip. Um, but I don't think anybody said that he was quick to violence. We don't know how long they was there. We don't know how long they was arguing. We don't know what slick shit that D Hawkins was saying because D Hawkins' mouth is super slick.
all
You
I
don't
know.
wait. You
All
can't
I
you
know is
can't tell Jeff,
young
you cannot tell me that you're in the talking stages with somebody and still posting your whole ass and y'all in not like talking state, y'all are physically intimate with each other and all that other stuff. When do you start taking that other person's feelings into consideration? That's my
Well,
question.
you gotta understand too. When you get into a situation ship with somebody that you know got an OnlyFans and is doing everything in their power to put all of that stuff out there, you gotta kind of know what you're getting yourself into as well.
Right, but he said and that was part of the what's the baby saying? Jeremy said is he said, okay, I understand that you have an OnlyFans, and if it was supposed to be, he's like, I'm a brand ambassador. I know what branded content looks like. This wasn't branded for your OnlyFans. Your OnlyFans wasn't mentioned in any way, shape, form, or fashion. It was just you showing your ass like you ain't got a nigga in your bed. That's what it looked like.
I
Now,
ain't
now, if you are trying to have the illusion because you're trying to build up your OnlyFans audience that you are single and build up the fantasy that anybody can have you, and you think publicly saying that you're in a relationship or toning down whatever your content is because you got this situationship with this nigga,
I don't think he making that much money in OnlyFans because I ain't never even know he had an OnlyFans. And I know the girls that's making money like that at OnlyFans. He ain't one of them. I'm just saying.
Not if he in drag and he on OnlyFans, because that, ooh.
Because there's a lot of people. First of all, OnlyFans is saturated with just a whole bunch of fucking individuals. But the ones who's making real money like that, you pretty much know who those people are. He ain't one.
Right. So, like, so I don't like. I don't understand. He says he doesn't have one anymore. Oh, okay.
Because he wasn't making no money. Girl.
I understand. If it's not making you no money, don't keep doing it. Hell. Wasn't it established that they wouldn't make it? It was established that they would not, the two of them came to the agreement that there would not be a storyline. However, when I guess D. Hawkins found out that he had done porn in the past, he got mad at Jeremy and decided that he wanted to have this whole thing where he could read Jeremy down and bring it into the storyline. If he didn't bring it into, if he wasn't the person instigating the storyline, then he would still keep his agreement with Jeremy that we not gonna bring our situationship to the show. He tried to do an end run around the agreement that they had. That's what that was.
Porn now. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see if the girls down to the My Vidster don't put it up yet.
Oh Jesus!
So Jeff, you done seen this porn yet? Have you seen it?
I'm down to let's
Jeremy does give me the bipolar type. They the kind that's gonna sit there, and just and then all of a sudden blow up. And so that's why I wasn't really here for him.
Who?
Jeremy.
Okay.
And people like that. Sometimes I ain't gonna say all the time, but a lot of times end up being real violent. I ain't gonna say all the time, but a lot of times people like that who just have these blow ups, they go from real calm to just blowing up, they be real violent. And then they be apologizing afterwards.
But do we know it was just a blow up out of nowhere? You know, they edit shit out. And apparently, because apparently last week that argument with Andre and what's the baby's name? King Payne was about 30 to 45 minutes.
I understand that. But what I'm saying is, even the part that we saw, we got to see at least 30, 45 seconds before he just jumped up, continued. Like, it wasn't like I edited. It wasn't like they edited it right to him jumping up. We saw the dialogue that was happening, you know.
Jeff said he found it.
You found it, girl? Girl, where you found it at? Jeff, send me the link in my DM. Jeff, send me the link in my DM. You already know, Jeff. You already know. Send me that Henny. Henny.
It said search his name on my Vidster.
Okay. Didn't I tell you the girls down to the My Vidster don't play around?
Lord, have mercy.
Girl, let me go get this good computer. Hold out.
What got me was Quan didn't say, no, I won't do that. He said, well, how can I introduce that tea into a conversation and discuss with him how to spill that tea in a group setting? And then he did all of that. He did all of that just to turn around and snitch that boy out.
But wait a minute. Quan was messy, and Jeremy let that Quan's messiness just go by. When Quan tried to read Jeremy for being on porn, and Jeremy ain't even bat an eye. Jeremy just sat there and let Quan tried to go because Quan said the full conversation. Because Quan was like, "Well, how he gonna be mad at you about something when he been in porn?" So Quan is the one that was being messy about the porn,
Yeah.
and Jeremy didn't bat an eye.
Listen, it's all too much. How y'all gonna shame people about sex work? It's a real job. He got really paid.
Sure is.
He
Being
really
provided.
he really took that check and deposited it and really paid his bills with it. So I listen. Yeah, we discussed Jayla doing the most by throwing it the drink. I didn't understand the point, the purpose. Why would you do that? Niece, nephew, daughter. Why would you, in your infinite
Oh,
wisdom,
oh, I see it. Okay.
listen? They let him slide by because um
Let me mute my laptop and
oh my
see
goodness.
what Jeremy is giving. That's Jeremy. That surely is Jeremy. Now that's her. That is her. Maybe that is her. Go ahead and get it how you live, honey. Get it how you live. Let's see.
That's my business. He let him slide by because he didn't allow him to do it. He didn't allow it to go through. He immediately went to um
No, I don't buy that. I think it happened because Quan left.
you said you don't think it happened because Quan left?
Mm-hmm.
Well, but clearly Jeremy had been abreast of what was going to happen because that's why he was angry. Oh. Listen, I think Quan would have done it if he had and he and gotten into the altercation with Andre because it was what um it was what Jeremy was waiting on.
Yeah, I think Quan would have did it. I really feel like Quan would have did it. If Quan was there, Quan would have did that shit. And you can't make me think otherwise. We'll never know now.
Oh Lord, these babies is graduating. Amen. Wait, what? These headband wings are doing a lot. I don't think I like them. Hey, crackhead Willie. Right, kid. Quan seemed more like a messy one in the situation, but Jerry still acted like they were friends. He acted like they were friends because Quan came back to him after D. Hawkins had set up this elaborate scheme, which was probably introduced by Todd. He came back to Jeremy and was like, "This is what it is, and what you want to do." And I think that Jeremy gave him the green light. Go ahead and do it. And then he had something for D. Hawkins when D. Hawkins decided to go into was going to go into whatever he was going to do. So, listen, and you did you did you watch Legendary, sir? Hello.
I don't know what's happening with my phone. Ever since this update came through 2 days ago, my phone has been tripping.
Your phone was like, fuck all that shit you talking about. I told your ass I'm not doing it.
Like it's just shut off by itself. I don't know. It's stupid. Let me see what this video is given by Mr. Kobe.
No, Lord.
Why won't play? Play, bitch. Child.
How long is the video?
17 minutes and 48 seconds.
Oh my Jesus. She
That's a
said,
full length
that's
form.
the full Monty. Okay.
Why this shit won't play? You know the damn you got the you got the shift through the
Oh yeah, you got a red ball through the
no, you
bullshit.
got to shift through all of the different ones because you know some of them play, some of them don't. So
Yeah.
and it looked like this is so old. That might be why they ain't playing. Because this was not play.
Yeah, he said it was 10 years or so ago. Well, he had to do what he had to do so he could eat. Well, what you do, yo? Son was all alone, crying
So
at home
yeah,
because he's hungry. And the only one to feed him is to sleep with a man for a little bit of money, and his dad is gone.
hey crackhead Willie. I see you change your name back to crackhead Willie. I'm glad. Cause I ain't like motherfucking Willie.
No, oh, right.
I like crackhead Willie.
Oh, he like, okay. Yeah.
As someone who grew up across the street from two crack houses, I have an appreciation for crack houses. None of these work for me. None of these work for me. Jeff, send me a good one. Jeff, send me a good link. I need you to send me a good link, Jeff. Jeff, send me a good link because these is not working.
So Jeff says it's giving tags / dog pound.
Taggers and dog pound. Oh, okay. That means that the girls were using protection
Oh, well, that's good. That's good to know.
because taggers and dog pound always use protection. Whereas you go to some of these other ones, Breed It Raw and Coco Dorm and them, they probably not. Well, I don't know. Old school Coco Dorm used to, unless it was on raw rods.
Too much.
Can we talk about Ebony? How I hate Legendary at this point.
Why? I liked this episode.
I'm gonna tell you what made me hate it.
Oh no.
There is no way, Balenciaga should have got a 48. Mm-mm. Nope. Not if they were supposed to be given legs. I'm sorry, floor. Excuse me. Them hoes they give floor, and the little bit of time that they did give floor, which is all the way at the fucking end, that shit was real basic and real regular, and they weren't doing nothing. It was real. Basically, the slurping of their house at this point is aggravating for me. It's just aggravating. It's very aggravating. And I just don't understand it because there's no way in the world, Laomi, you went off on a group last week
Mm-hmm.
because you said they weren't doing spins and that's what they were supposed to, be highlighting. You had nothing for Balenciaga, who gave you pretty much. I went back and watched it again. I said, maybe I'm just hating. So let me go back and watch it again. I went back and I watched it more times. So I watched it 3 times. They didn't get and do any floor work until the very end, to like the last 15, 20 seconds. And the
They
floor
were the
work
paper dolls, right?
huh?
They were the paper dolls.
Yeah. And the floor work they did was real basic.
It
Like
was still
real
better
life,
than Comme des
girl.
Garçons.
Real life, girl. I'm just learning how to do fucking floor work. I just learned how to vote. Child.
It's still better than Comme des Garçons. Whatever they did.
Garcon was horrible. That shit was horrible. And Tonka big ass is big, nasty, sloppy, and should not even be on this show. Why is he there?
Okay,
Why
so well, we not gonna slander the man now. We're not
the
gonna do that.
man is horrible.
He's
He's
not a
horrible.
dancer.
So why are you here?
You don't have to be a dancer. Clearly, you don't have to be a dancer to be on this show.
Right, but you need to be able to give me something. You ain't giving me nothing.
The one thing that he is good is legendary for, they cut him out. So
He's not legendary for body. Let's be clear. We already told you in the ballroom scene that woman was even amongst the big girls. Even if he was doing body with the big girls, girl, they would have gave him the business. Them big girls come out there serving.
but we've
Girl,
never seen
not
him. So, okay.
anything. He don't serve nothing. His whole body presence, stage presence, aura is just very awkward and clunky and just like he's not comfortable with his shape. And I know a lot of big girls that are very comfortable and they come out there and they clean up. So it has nothing to do with him being big, everything to do with his confidence of himself, which is why I don't understand why he's there. He's a handicap at this point. He's a handicap.
Why would you put that boy on the floor like that and then have him do that leg move? Why would you do that to him? Why would you embarrass him like that?
Who?
Tonka. They made him get on the floor and try to do that leg sweep around circle thingy with his
That shit was
legs.
horrible.
Why would you do that to him? Y'all, why would y'all do that? They knew better. But they did it anyway. They knew better and they did it anyway.
Like, I was like, what is this? It was awful. It was awful.
Yeah. They're going home next week, so it'll be over soon. It'll be over soon.
But you know, I called that out last week. I had already said they're in danger.
Mm-hmm.
Both of them are in danger.
Listen, we want to give a special shout out to Simone Kishi for duck walking the fuck out of everyone.
Well, no, I would have gave it to her. Well, first of all, she did not beat the father of Orichi because he ate her down. When that was the first battle, he got robbed. That man went out there and gave her the business. I don't know what the fuck they was looking at. I don't know how the fuck they voted for her over the father of Orichi, but he went out there and gave her the motherfucking business. I probably at that point, once they voted him out, only reason I was going for her because I thought it was unfair because duck walking is hard.
It
That
is.
I know her legs were burning, okay? But she had to be out there from the
The
beginning to
whole
time.
time. I said, oh. And you
That
know,
was
once
the
she stood up and then she went back down into that position, her legs was like, bitch, I don't know what the fuck.
Mm-hmm.
I thought we were done. What are you doing? What are you doing? I know her legs was like, bitch, this lactic acid that you keep building up from you standing
Her
up. I
legs
said,
were
oh,
burning.
okay. Well.
But yeah, I thought the father of Orishi got robbed. Baby, when I went back and watched that one too, I said, well, maybe something I meant. He ate her. He ate her. That first round, he ate her. And that's what I thought he was gonna win it all because that's what he's known for. Like people know him. Him and Jamil are known for duck walking. Jamil from Icon,
Mm-hmm.
those two are known for duck walk. That's what they're known for. He ate. I was like, girl, you did that. He did that. I lived for his duck walk, but the girl they chopped it. They ain't chopping, but they gave it to mama.
And again, I don't understand why Cardigan song unless they were forced to either, when they did the walk and the first one, the American European walk, why would you, unless they were forced to, you either had to do three in one category and two in another, and make sure everybody in your house participates in the other two categories. Then
Why
I
would stop?
understand. I was confused. I was
I told you he at this point he's a handicap. You already got Stasha, who is not a dancer. So, and that's okay. She's the mother. Okay, I'm gonna give you that. But then you're gonna have a second person that's gonna handicap you, and they can't do nothing for you. Girl, y'all trying to get voted off.
right.
Like, what are y'all doing?
I don't know. I want them to just do better. I just listen. Like, cause we be rooting. We like, oh my God, I'm rooting for you. You got this. You can do this, and we want it for you so bad. Then you get out there and it just be mess again.
But I ain't gonna lie. That goddamn Stanley gave me everything. That solo. Stanley gave me everything I wanted with that solo.
Yes. I said, come on, Stanley. Come on, Stanley. Child, everybody be trying to bring the thug tears out. Now, um, I'm trying to figure out, is Honey coming? Is Honey even gonna be able to come back?
I don't know. I do not
Oh,
know.
so Jeff said, never mind. It's breeded raw. Oh,
Oh, well, there it is. There it is. Whoop. There it is. You know how that goes.
are a lot of house mothers now dancers at the balls? So Jeff said, check your DMs.
I got it. Tell him I already done clicked it. Hey, it came right up on my computer. It came up on my phone, so I had to send it to my email so I could look at it on my computer. Let's see what the girls are giving. Uh,
Yeah.
Now the question is, let me figure out. So was his name the truth on there? I guess so. So that means he had multiple. Yep, that would be Jeremy. Now, because the other one that I was looking at was just Jeremy and one other guy. Interesting. The one that wouldn't play.
It's too much. He has multiples?
Yep.
Well, bless the Lord, oh my soul. Hmm.
I wouldn't go as far as to say amazing. I'm looking at it now. I mean, this is a good porn theme,
Not, not his peen is amazing.
but girl,
Fix it,
I
Jensen.
mean, in the levels of porn P, his shit is real regular for porn P. He ain't got one of them, like XG Chase or something like that. He ain't no fat rabbit killer or nothing like that. I mean, it's real regular. Shoot, I can go talk to a couple of my bust downs and they shut up there, Teddy. Well, on this video, he's topping. I don't know what he does in the other ones. I'll go look for it later. Now that I know. Now that I know what to look for.
Too much. Entirely too much.
Mm. Cause like I said, I found another one where it's just him and this other guy,
Mm-hmm.
and that looked like Cocky Boy, but um, that one wouldn't play, so I'm gonna have to go find that again. That's easy. I know where to go. I have resources for porn archives, but but maybe I'm just too critical of Balenciaga,
Mm-hmm.
but I just felt like they just gave them that score last night, and they was just giving them all of this hyper, and I was like, these whores never really got on the ground, and when they did this basic ass raggedy shit, and I was like, girl, are y'all looking at what I'm looking at? Child.
Listen, I don't know what the judges be talking about sometimes. I don't know what they be thinking. Sometimes they do scores and I'll be like, oh, I no, no.
And the reason I get so angry because this is now chronic and habitual with Balenciaga. It's habitual now, and it's chronic, and that's why I say it just it's hey, loving my piece. I didn't even see you say hey. Just ridiculous. I was supposed to go on and do this members only live. I got caught up yesterday helping some people do some stuff, and I didn't even get home till 11 o'clock.
Oh,
Yeah, so there went that plan. Oh, dear God.
listen, I gotta listen to the music for this rehearsal this evening. Listen, I don't know none of the songs. Well, I think I know one of the songs. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna wear that's still sanctified but comfortable.
Child, it's Memorial Weekend. I might be in these streets this weekend.
I'm doing nuts in the streets. Well, my first vaccination is tomorrow at 11.
Good.
So I'm doing that, and I've already they when I went on it, it was like schedule your first one and your second one at the same time. I said, oh, okay. And so they scheduled this one for tomorrow, and then the second one on June the 9th. So I'll be fully vaccinated for Puerto Rico. People is crazy. People is crazy. Talk about, oh, you get vaccinated, you gonna take your mask off? No, not. These motherfuckers out here, they don't care about your health. Say they got vaccinated, ain't got vax or nothing. Hey, soap and wash. So I think this, listen, okay, so you know all of this stuff going on with The View. I think they about to be canceled.
Hey, so
I think they finna cancel The View.
I don't think so. Child.
They
What
didn't
what
get an
else
Emmy.
maybe they gonna put in it?
This is the first year since the show has existed that they have not gotten an Emmy nomination for best show or show host. I think they're blaming this on Sister Megan. You're too divisive, daughter. You're doing too much. You do too much. So, I also want to tell that Marjorie Taylor Greene, ma'am, you are a fucking idiot, and go sit down and shut up. We tired of talking to you.
She's not going to. She's an ass clown.
Talk about wearing a mask is just like what they did to the people at the Holocaust. Girl, if you don't, oh God, no ma'am, no ma'am.
I've already had a sugar spike over Miss
Overload.
Marjorie Taylor Greene. And so my sugar levels are regulated at this time, and I'm trying to keep it there because MTG will give me a sugar spike, and I will have a whole fucking meltdown and damn near be in a diabetic coma, fucking off with her. Between her, fucking Rafael Cruz, Joe Manchin, and Mitch McConnell, they take me places. They take me places.
I just need them to get their lives together. I really do. Like, I just want y'all to have common sense about some things some of the times. I know it ain't gonna be that way all of the time, but just some of the times. Just can you have some common sense some of the time? Just ignorant for no fucking reason. And doing all of these false equivalencies. Okay, daughter. All right. I gotta get my life together.
I do too. I really just want to lay here. I don't want to do anything today, but I know I got to get in these streets because a friend of mine came in town because his birthday, and and he wants to run the streets of Atlanta for his birthday,
Understandable.
and I'm sure debauchery will be afoot.
Not the debauchery. Listen, we love a good debaucherous moment now. I don't think there's going to be any backlash if she gets fired because people have been calling for her to be fired for, at this point, years. And at this point, we sick of her. We sick of Gus.
I
And I
never
know
watched
Whoopi is sick
like
of her.
that. I've only seen, a couple episodes here or there, but I've never been a fan of The View and stuff like that. I never really cared for it like that. So I've seen, every now and again there'll be a good episode. Like my best friend will call me and say, "Girl, you need to go watch The View," and I'll go watch it because he likes it. But I've never been a fan of it like that.
I haven't really been an avid watcher. I haven't been an avid watcher of The View in years. Now, when it was first out, and that crazy ass Elizabeth Hasselbeck was on there saying just crazy wild shit, you know, Elizabeth said the same crazy wild shit as Megan. She just wasn't as offensive when she said it. Like it never came off as malicious when she was talking, and she wasn't disrespectful. Cause that fucking Megan, that bitch is disrespectful
And don't care.
and don't care.
And don't care.
I said, okay, so all right. Cause I know Whoopi wanna cuss her. I know she do. You can't you can't make me believe she don't. I know Whoopi wanna cuss her ass and be like, bitch, who in the fuck is you talking to? I am Whoopi damn. I am an Oscar winner, bitch. I am an EGOT. Who is you talking? I know she want to just go left. I know she do. It's okay, Whoopi. We understand. You trying to keep your check. We get it. We get it. Okay, y'all. My face is done. I'll put some hair on later for rehearsal when I put some clothes on. I want to thank my esteemed guest, Mr. Oh, We can see, we can't hear you muted, boo boo. He is on the muted. We want to thank our esteemed guest, Mr. The Right Dr. L. Teddy 27 official. Put some respect on his credentials. Um,
I had to come on camera for you and say, hey.
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 I get my life together. Oh, that's from Planet. Ugh. No, when you go, I got a plant for Mother's Day, and I went out there. I got some of the dirt under my fingernails. When I went out there to water it, and I put my hand in to make sure that it got still a little dirt under my nail. I don't like it. I gotta order me something to eat. I need to order some lunch. I'm gonna order me something to eat. I'm definitely gonna order some grocery because I need some more juice because I'm bougie like that. And y'all know, look for me on the gram. There will be pictures of the look. I'll put some hair on and stuff.
Y'all don't look for me nowhere. I might do, well, I'm not single. I'm not saying I might. I'll do Silly Saturday tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Then after that, I'm going to just,
You'll be incognito.
I'm going to be in the streets today. I'll be in the streets tomorrow. I'll be brunching it up on Sunday.
I want to go to brunch. Let me text my cousins. What y'all doing tomorrow? Let's go. Who available for brunch tomorrow? I'm gonna go to my cousin group chat. I'm glad you said that. Okay, that's it. Because I have ADHD and I'll be done. Still be on here having a whole conversation somewhere else. Thank y'all for coming out. We love y'all.
All right.
All that good shit. Follow all of the people. Do all of the things. And I will catch y'all later for something else. You are not nowhere near me though, little baby. Talk about you available for brunch.